A Muslim woman has rights similar to those of men, but men have a degree over them. Allah says in the Quran chapter 2 the cow verse 228. And wives have rights similar to those of husbands, over them in kindness, and husbands have a degree over them. And Allah is exalted in might and wise. The Prophet of Allah says in an authentic hadith, women are the twin halves of men. This degree is not due to oppression or injustice, but due to the responsibilities, obligations, and virtues that Allah has assigned specifically to men. Men excel over women in acts of worship and good deeds, which is the very purpose of human creation, Allah says in the Quran. Chapter 51 The Winnowing Winds verse 56. And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me. Men are commanded to pray 5 times a day in congregation until death, while women are encouraged to pray in their homes and are exempt during menstruation and postnatal bleeding. In chapter 67 the Dominion verse 2 Allah says, He is the one who created death and life to test you, as to which of you is best in deeds. And He is the Almighty, the oft-forgiving. A man excel over a woman in good deeds, Allah says in the Quran chapter 4 the Women verse 34. Men are the protectors and maintainers of women, because Allah has given one more strength or virtue than the other, and because they support them from their means. Men are the guardians and protectors of women. They are obligated to care for their womenfolk by providing for their physical needs, food, clothing, and proper accommodation, supporting their emotional and mental well-being, speaking kindly, avoiding abuse, and teaching them the religion of Allah and His Messenger, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, bearing the financial responsibility for children, not women, until the children become independent. A man was created for the sake of Allah as a vice-regent of Allah on earth. Allah says in chapter 2 the cow verse 30, And, remember, when your Lord said to the angels, Indeed, I will make upon the earth a vicegerent. Allah chose man to be His vicegerent, a dominant and responsible creature entrusted with applying Allah's laws as a prophet, caliph, king, warrior, judge, and more. Only men are obligated and permitted to initiate offensive jihad, inviting non-Muslims to Islam through military campaigns. Women are not required to bear this huge responsibility. A woman was created for the sake of a man as a test and an adornment. Allah says in the Quran chapter 3 the family of Imran verse 14. Beautified for people is the love of that which they desire, of women and sons, heaped up sums of gold and silver, fine branded horses, cattle, and tilled land. That is the enjoyment of worldly life, but Allah has with Him the best return, paradise. This verse highlights that women are among the greatest trials and attractions in this worldly life. While honored,